Alrighty, good morning. Welcome to McBean Scottish Fitness, Farmers Prepping and Wildlife. Today, kind of some deep thoughts. Just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Give it the value you deem necessary. But every now and then, I will pop on social medias. I'll scroll through TikTok for about 5 minutes. Is about all I can handle. Facebook. And I'll look at all these posts, Instagram stories and that. And what I've noticed over the last couple years, not that it hasn't been happening before that, I just now noticed that people are getting really angry about things, to be honest, have zero, and I do mean zero, effect on your life. And then I realized this is done on purpose. This is how news medias, this is how some creators keep you engaged on their platform, which makes them money. So it's going to be a angry title. It's going to be called whatever group that you may or may not affiliate with, weak or uneducated or wrong or heartless. They throw out the, R word and the old German word out like it's, everyday talking, and none of the people actually are this. And I've watched a few people on my Facebook that I know personally, not well, but I know them, kind of get what I call indoctrinated. So what do I mean by indoctrinated? So indoctrinated is when you see information and you take it at its face value, regardless, either A, what other information will be out there on it, B, you won't even look at that information, and C, if anybody tries to give you that information, you'll just come back and say, oh, that's a lie. And this goes on all spectrums. The example, one that was flying around TikTok, was that only the United States is killing off chickens because of the bird flu. That Mexico and Canada hasn't killed any. Now, as much as someone might say, oh man, that's suspicious, and why is that? Well, I decided to look it up. And it wasn't true. But I kept seeing everybody repeat it. And even some people I knew repeat it, and I commented on them because I knew them. I'm saying, you need to look this up. Whether you would like to think that's the case or not, it just isn't true. All right, we have politicians saying that, oh, this bill is this bill is that, and the bill hasn't even come out yet, it hasn't even been viewed. All right, so you got to do the flow chart. And basically, do you think it's true? And if it's no, you really don't need to go any further in the flow chart. But, if it's a rebuttal of something you might want to check it out. If it's yes, you think it's true, well, did you research it? And if the answer is no, research it. Because I don't know what the percentage is, but there's a very large percentage of misinformation out on these websites, out on these creator channels, because they want to make you angry. And if it is true, does it affect you? And I'm not saying be heartless, but why are you getting angry about something that doesn't affect you and that you can't affect the outcome? Are you in a position to affect the outcome? If it's something happening over in a different nation, are you part of the Senate? Are you part of Congress? Are you part of the world leadership? All right. Are you part of the military that might get sent over there? If you are those, then yes, it should concern you. If not, why are you getting angry? Why are you sitting there and just reposting all this anger? That's not life. But it's a trap. Suddenly you feel that, well, I have a purpose. All right. I'm going to sit there and be a purpose. All these college campus protests, I guarantee you 90% of the kids had no idea what they were protesting or any of the information. It was just a thing to do. None of it affected them. And like I said, I've watched one individual go from being a very conservative person to now being a very liberal person. And whenever I sent this person some information that basically said what he or she was posting was incorrect, didn't want to see it. So when you no longer want to sit there and check the information you're getting, you're indoctrinated. When you're going to take whatever they post to you as face value, you're indoctrinated. I mean, the senators that in Illinois that are posting stuff 90% of the time is mostly false or completely false, and it's just fear propaganda. But I will see a lot of people go, "Oh, you're so brave and kind." You're not, and you're probably a staffer or a shrill or a paid bot. So when you see that, and you see all these people, and they all have similar type of profile pictures, supporting that, realize that a good portion, I don't know what the portion is, but a good portion is paid. And it's not what the consensus thinks. So when we're getting ourselves worked out about things overseas, we're getting worked out over things that are just not true, you're taking value away from your life. You're removing precious time that you have to enjoy yourself. You're taking time that you could be spending out in the park having a good time. You're taking time that you could be spending learning something because you're glued to the phone. You're taking time that you could be spending with friends or families or self-development or just relaxing. And I see it becoming more and more prevalent because they're getting better at it. Propaganda works. All right, the reason people do propaganda because over time it works. Over time, you will sit there and convince people of something that's not true, but because they see it constantly being repeated from people that are either purposely repeating the false information or didn't check it. And I've caught some major creators in that mistake. Well, I see it all over TikTok. TikTok's not a news source. Okay? It's a place to make you angry and get me clicks so I can make money if I'm monetized. All right? And you got some main characters there, just as irritating as can be. And they don't care because they're making money, making you angry. I just scroll by them. If you're on the left, you're uneducated. If you're on the right, you're uneducated. And you're looking at them, and some of them just got this pompous look, like they're somehow superior. And you get angry about it. I'm going to show them. Don't show them. They're playing you. Just scroll on by. That's the only thing that's going to sit there and make them go away is when it's no longer profitable. The news always has breaking news report. None of it's a breaking news report. None of it's new. It's the same stuff they've been saying for days, but it's breaking news. Hot off the presses. Oh my God, everybody's going to die. And here's the weather. Come on, folks. Stop being indoctrinated. Stop falling for the propaganda. Before you repeat anything, before you get angry about anything, research it. I research it, and most of the time, it's BS. Or it don't mean anything. Oh, there's a measles outbreak. We had measles when we were kids. Everybody got measles. If the neighbor got a measles, your parents sent you over there to play with the kids so we could get it over with. So when they say that, oh my God, 100 cases of measles, in Texas, so what? Used to be thousands of them. And it's all because of those people who are anti-vaxxers. If you're vaxxed, you should have no fear against anybody who's not, because you're protected. Now, some are better than others, but the tried and tested and true ones that have been around for decades are good vaccines, in my opinion. Some of this new stuff, I'm not sure. You're always seeing that commercial. Did you take the blue pill? Did you know somebody who died, or did you die taking the blue pill? Why, you'd be reading this if you did. Call Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, and let's sue them. So, I'm just trying to tell people it's a weekend. Go out and enjoy yourself. Put down the phone. Stop supporting these creators that are just selling anger and misinformation. Stop caring about stuff that will never affect you. I'm not saying being heartless, but put it where it belongs. Okay? If you can't change something, all you're doing is sitting there and jumping up and down like, ooh, you're like the Tasmanian devil in Bugs Bunny. Stop doing that. Go out and enjoy life. Do things to better yourself. You know, don't like your job, find a better one. Not qualify for a job, online colleges are the best thing. You know, need some extra cash, pick up a part-time job. You know, look at what you're spending money on. If you're spending money on subscriptions that you don't really need, cancel them. You know, it's like gym subscriptions. You know, people, they'll sign up in January, they'll work out until February, and then don't go back in until next January, but they pay every month. If you're not going to use the gym, don't pay for it. All right? Do things that are going to make yourself happy. Do things that are going to expand your mind. Read a book. You know, go see a good movie if those exist anymore. Go to the park. Go to the national parks. Go explore America. Do things that are going to make you happy. And that's all I got to say about that. If you disagree, put it in comments. If you agree, put it in comments. If you just want to say hi, put it in comments. But one thing I'm never going to do is going to try to make you angry just so I can get views. And everybody have a wonderful day.